Hi Sam. Are you ready for another vocabulary lesson today?
Hi Alex. Yes, I am. What's the word we're learning today?
Today, we're learning,
Autor,
which means author in English.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Is that the most common meaning?
Yes, it is.
Autor,
Primarily refers to someone who writes books or articles. However, be careful, because the word
Autorität,
means authority, which can be a false friend for English speakers.
That's good to know. What about the grammar?
Great question.
Autor,
Is a masculine noun, so it uses the article.
der,
In the plural, it becomes
die Autoren,
Der Autor.
Is the author, and
Die Autoren.
is the authors.
exactly. In the present tense, you might say,
ich bin Autor,
which means I am an author. For the past tense, you would use
war. Ich war Autor,
means I was an author. In the perfect, you would say
ich bin Autor gewesen,
for I have been an author.
That's quite a change in the forms.
It is. If you wanted to give an imperative, you could say,
sei Autor,
which means be an author.
That's cool. Where does the word
Autor.
come from?
The word
Autor,
comes from the Latin word,
Autor,
which means creator or originator. It evolved through Old High German and Middle High German before becoming Modern German.
Wow, that's fascinating. It really shows how language evolves over time.
Absolutely. Now, let's break down the word.
Autor,
The root is,
Tor,
which relates to maker or doer, and the prefix is, which often relates to authenticity or authority.
So, it's like a builder of stories or ideas.
Exactly. It's like assembling Lego blocks, where the meaning comes together from different parts.
Can you give me some similar words?
Sure. Here are some examples. The word
Redaktor,
means editor, and if you break it down,
Red,
comes from speech and
Aktor,
means doer. Then there's
Diktator,
which means dictator, with
Dikt,
from to dictate. Another one is
Faktor,
meaning factor.
Those are helpful.
And if we look at words with the same suffix,
Tor,
theirs,
Instigator,
meaning instigator, and
Validator,
meaning validator. All of these relate to someone who performs an action.
This is really useful. How can I use
Autor,
in real life?
Good question. Let's say you're in a bookstore. You might say,
Ich suche einen Autor.
which means I am looking for an author.
Okay, let me try.
ich suche einen Autor.
Perfect. Another situation could be at a literary event. You could say,
Ich habe den Autor getroffen.
meaning I met the author.
I see.
Ich habe den Autor getroffen.
Exactly. Lastly, when discussing a book, you might say,
Der Autor hat eine interessante Geschichte geschrieben.
meaning the author wrote an interesting story.
This is fun. How do I remember the gender of
Autor,
A good hint is that masculine nouns often end in. You could imagine an author wearing a big, fancy hat, like a top hat, to help remember it's masculine.
I love that image.
Perfect. Now, let's note a few usage tips.
Autor,
Is generally used in formal contexts, like literary discussions. Common phrases include
der bekannte Autor,
meaning the well-known author,
der Autor eines Buches,
meaning the author of a book, and
der Autor in der Zeitung,
meaning the author in the newspaper.
Got it. Are there any similar words I should watch out for?
Yes, be careful with,
Autorität,
which means authority, and
Auto,
which means car. They sound similar but have very different meanings.
Thanks for the warning. Can you give me some example sentences with
Autor,
Of course. Here are some.
der Autor hat das Buch geschrieben.
Meaning the author wrote the book.
Ich lese gerne die Bücher dieses Autors.
Which means I like reading the books of this author.
those sound natural?
Another one is,
Welcher Autor ist dein Favorit?
meaning which author is your favorite? And you might say,
Viele Autoren reisen, ihre Bücher zu promoten.
which means many authors travel to promote their books.
I'm trying to remember all of this. Do you have any quick questions to check my understanding?
Sure. First question, what is the plural of?
Autor,
Is it
die Autoren,
Correct. Next, what does
ich bin Autor.
mean?
It means I am an author.
Great. What is the past tense of?
Autor sein.
That would be
ich war Autor,
Right again. What's the feminine form of?
Autor,
is it
Autorin,
Yes. Last question, where does
Autor,
come from?
It comes from Latin, right?
Exactly. You did really well, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I feel like I've learned a lot today.
I'm glad to hear that. Remember, the key takeaway is that
Autor,
means author, and it's a masculine noun. Keep practicing, and you'll become even more comfortable using it.
I will. Thanks for the great lesson.